In this video, we're gonna roast and rate your enclosures. You guys sent in a whole bunch of photos, and today we're gonna rate them on a scale of 1 through 10. The catch is every enclosure we score, the hotter the hot sauce gets. And the last hot sauce says 1 drop is suicide. Enclosures in the reptile industry are a big thing, from a small plastic tub to a veritable castle and everything in between. Enclosures come in all shapes and sizes. Garrett has a background in keeping hundreds of snakes, and I have absolutely no experience, so this is gonna be spicy.
Things this guy makes me do for his video.
Hey, I'll be there with you. I'm not making
At least
you do
like the video and comment below.
Yeah. These are all pretty similar, I feel like. And then like this one's just the Lone Ranger. This one is like wild. This one will make you see God and the devil at the same time.
I had a lot of fun talking with you guys at Tinley about these rating enclosures. Hopefully you guys had as much fun with it. Okay.
Cheers. Ben Preto. We're a 9-month-old male pure Madu named Rex.
That's a lot of cage for a little snake. I love the full-length perch. There's a good sized shelf in there just to add more square footage. That's really cool. And then the multiple different diameters of perches so that the snake can get comfortable. There's even, it looks like one of those twisty kind of fake vines tying it all together, which is nice. Oh, you can see a sky hide. A lot of times the snakes love those. They feel real secure. They jump up there, especially if you put a little sphagnum moss. I think this enclosure is functionally perfect. We're not dividing that up by that. I like this enclosure. I think Ben, you nailed it for this. This is the way I would keep it. You probably could do like aesthetically some stuff, you know, as far as backgrounds. It looks like he has misters on there too, you see that? Aesthetically, it looks good. I think probably you could do more there, but it would be hard to imagine doing more functionally because that's pretty sweet, especially as those plants start to grow in and everything. I would give that one a 7 as well. An area for improvement would just be like background aesthetics and stuff like that. But I don't even know if you want to do that because functionally I think it works so well.
I think your experience lends you to lean more towards the function, being someone that keeps a lot of snakes. And me, I make videos, I like art. So for me, I'm like, does it look cool? And it doesn't. But yeah, I don't know, man. The background's pretty bare. To each their own. I'm giving this a 5.
Man.
But listen, I'm just the video guy.
Don't worry, we're gonna make him eat some more hot sauce.
Just the video guy. I think we're done with that one.
Turning
a little
up
early.
the heat already?
Yep. No.
What the heck, dude?
No, this stuff's good for you. It's got lots of vegetables in it, I think.
Especially if your throat hurts.
Capsicum.
This is not an enclosure.
It's Bob Staraparamen enclosure.
What's up, Bob?
This was in my inbox.
Is there an enclosure in this picture?
I think you're limiting yourself by the perspective that you need to have walls to have an enclosure and an actual animal.
I'm gonna give this one a 1 since there's no enclosure.
Fair. Let go and get some more.
Cheers.
Cheers. Danielle Sousa has a retake in there.
Hi, Danielle.
All right, I'm giving this a 6 because it looks like it has everything it needs.
It's a cute little tiger down there.
I think this is cool. There's a lot of interesting stuff, and like there is a lot more like background elements, even if the background's not completely done. I like seeing the PVC stuff because that means they have a lot more fun, like dedicated climbing space. 5 because I don't know, it is kind of like cobbled together a little bit, but it is a good enclosure. Assuming I knew what I was talking about.
So she's done some nice stuff here. First of all, you got multiple textures. That's always good when the snake is shedding. Easy to clean water bowl. You can see that structure on the right is handmade, like spray foam painted type of a deal. I think, you know, functionally, I think this cage will do very well. The size is great. You can see how small that snake is for the size of the enclosure. I like it. It could aesthetically be put together a little bit better. You know, maybe Danielle, if you were to put some up high elements, like everything's kind of down low or whatever, or I mean, obviously you know how to do those custom features and stuff. It'd be kind of cool to see some like incorporated, you know, things on either the sides or the back if you can do it without covering the ventilation and stuff. I like that she's running her thermostat. She's got that stuff all done. So yeah, functionally, I think it's very good. Danielle, I'm gonna go ahead and give this enclosure a 5.
Honestly, I'm just gonna increase it when I think things aren't spicy enough.
But this is just all sugar. Don't let him tell you that he's not drinking water, because I'm not drinking water. And this guy's like,
I make no pretense.
See the retic in there.
I like this one a lot better.
Super camouflage.
I'm gonna give this one a 6. 1 point more than the last one, because I like how the plant is coming off of the shelf in like more of an aesthetic way. So I'm gonna give you an extra point for that. Everything else looks great though.
Yeah, I don't think we can see the whole thing. Like I don't see a water bowl in there anyway. But again, it looks like she used cocoa fiber to make a custom hide. There's another hide down there. I like the perch going this way, shelf going that way. And you're right, the plant being used like a curtain, I really like. It's funny how much that little retic camouflages just in this cage. Danielle, I'm with you. I would give that one a 6. Nicely done. Those retics look super happy.
I'm starting to feel it. Like I'm starting to focus on my mouth more than I'm focusing on the rating.
Well, I'm here for you guys.
I think it's time to level up. There you go, bud.
Oh, thanks.
Hey, I'm not going easy on myself either. All right, this is Destiny Pope. Looks like she has an SD retic in there. This is a 7. Or no, this is, yeah. After looking at my previous ratings, no, this is an 8. Because visually, oh, my nose is running. It's very three-dimensional. There's a lot of height. Like you can clearly tell there's not like a background of the very back, but it doesn't matter because you can't see the back anyway.
No, I think this one's more designed for like depth. I love this one. I think that it's the same kind of elements as the other one where you have some naturalistic elements in a more artificial environment like that nice PVC cage. I love the depth of it. There's a huge shelf in the back, a hide there, a big perch that's like open for basking and I'm sure for the curious animals. How many perches are running through there both vertically and horizontally, and a ton of plants to create those hide barriers. I like this one a lot. I gotta give her some credit for having the super dwarf retic. This one's an 8. Good job, Destiny.
All right, Joel House. Ball python. First attempt at a background, custom-made water bowl and hide from takeout dishes. This is Buggy, the ball python.
Joel, I think you nailed the background. It looks great. Aesthetically, I think you did a really good job of designing that. The way that the plants kind of frame the cage so that you look back and then you've got that cool background, which it looks like it actually comes out. It looks like there's some areas where, is it Buggy? Is that the name
Buggy
of
the ball python.
Could actually like climb up and utilize the background, especially along the top. Hides, very simple. He's saying take out things like those plastic ones that you always say you hate, you see.
Reuse, recycle.
But he's got them dressed up really nice. So I like this one. I don't know if you noticed the clay balls on the bottom either, but that's a drainage layer. He's got a screen above it. So I'm assuming that he probably has it actually bioactive.
I know that much.
I'm gonna give that one an 8.
This one gets a 7 for me. Only because, Joel, I know this is your first attempt, but you can do better, man. I see so much potential in what you can do. Because look what you did with the takeout container. I'm just imagining what else you could do. It's good. Like, 7's not a bad score, but like artistically, man, reach for the stars.
The stone on the background is very impressive.
Yeah.
Like it actually sees the striations and stuff. It's not just like chunky.
You're gonna have to define the word striations. I don't even know how to spell that. Load me up.
Double down.
Double down.
That was a wet one. Yeah, I'd rather go hotter than that one's too sweet. Maybe I'll go back down if I don't like this.
Maybe this is like slowly builds up.
Put it on your lips, it's pretty hot.
Okay.
All right, what do we got? Don't touch it with your finger, man. I gotta eat off of that. This one's really sweet too.
Oh, that one's pretty warm.
It's hotter than the last one's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
This is for a California king snake named Ripper.
Whose cage?
Joel.
Oh, okay, Joel again.
Yep. It's kind of the same thing as the last one. This one like has more three-dimensional aspects to it because it's like, I think it's a little bit of a skinnier cage. Yeah, that one gets a 7. I like it. It's good.
He's got that shredded aspen, I'm sure, to keep it like lower humidity because it's a Cal King. The plastic bowls, artificial elements. I mean, functionally, very good. Like the plants, like the climbing area and everything. That's great. I don't know if you can see that sculpted, like it's one of those resin kind of fake branches in the back that has a hide area inside it. That looks really cool. But I liked your ball python enclosure better. So yeah, Joel, I'm gonna give this one for the Cal King. I'll give that a 6. Functionally, again, super cool. Looks really easy to clean.
I think all of these except Bob's, Bob, you know who you are. I think all of them except Bob's are perfectly fine enclosures.
I'm staying with Louisiana. It's a little less sweet than the mule sauce. I don't know. It's definitely hotter, but I'm not scared. Are you?
No.
Because your face is turning redder.
What my body does is not under my control.
Yeah, we saw that in the tarantula episode.
Center myself. Joshua Edwards. This is for a 37.5% Calato, 12.5% Jampea, GC Het Albino, 50% Het Angry. I love autocorrect. Het Annery named it.
Gets me every time. I can see the snake in there. That's a huge enclosure. So this looks great. I like that every level has a hide, or most of them do anyways. You've got the sprawling leaf litter so that when she's climbing up and down on the sticks and everything, it can kind of stay hidden and comfortable. You can tell that that snake is curious. It's like right there on the door, like, let's go out and play, boss. You know what I mean? Super cute. And that's what's great about a lot of elements and a lot of room, is that you allow the animal to really express all of its natural behaviors. You okay, buddy?
Yeah.
Aren't we like
do great?
Not even halfway there.
Listen, we're living on a prayer.
I like this one. I think that it is so functional with such great size that I'm gonna give it an 8. I think the aesthetics of the all white cage inside, maybe not as much my thing, but I can completely understand. It's easy to see dirt, you know, very quick to clean. So from that perspective, very functional.
I'm gonna say 7 because it lacks like a cleanness to it. I drive a white Honda and I can see dirt on it every time, which for me is a bad thing because I don't need to clean it. It's not like it's rusting, the dirt is like destroying it, but it just makes it look not clean. You have to keep it perfect if you want that white to like hit and pop, in my opinion.
I don't think he keeps retics.
At all.
Man, retics will blow up your cage as soon as you put them in them, and having the white thing, I would rather see the dirt and know to clean it than be like, sweep it under the rug and pretend like it's not there.
All right, you've convinced me. I'm giving this a 6.
You just went the other direction.
Well, that's weird.
No, this is a really good one, Josh. I love seeing retics kept like that.
You know why I'm being mean this time? Is because the last couple times you've done this, we've been too nice. I've been too nice. Obviously, we want constructive criticism, yada yada. We have a whole channel for that. You can watch it in the description. We're here to rip some throats.
I can tell. I think you're just getting meaner as you get spicier.
That might be it. That might be what's happening.
Like taking your anger out on our viewers, man.
Whoops.
Dude, come on.
Listen, this stuff's watery.
There's no wonder you can't wear white.
You know what else is going to be watery after this?
Oh my gosh.
We got Cody both bioactive for a dwarf retic named Dusa.
These are nice enclosures to start with. See the outside with a fake wood aesthetic, but it's like gray, so it's kind of cool. It's trendy. It's almost like, well, not this, but like a lot of the wood we have around here. Very furniture quality. That's pretty nice. Incredible looking animal. And even the color scheme with those big green plants, you know what I mean, versus the purple and the orange. It looks like a purple sunfire right there. Beautiful. It's cool how shaggy the background is. This is like 70s retic shag enclosure. The natural shape of the water, it looks like those like kidney shaped ponds or whatever. This is a really nice cage. 8.5.
I'm giving this one a 7. The whole shaggy like roots hanging down, I love, because everyone's like above ground, trees, whatever. I like this one because it's like a little cave. This looks like a little bit of a ditch, or like next to a river or something.
Next.
The thing that I like about it, and also the thing that I don't like about it, it's a lot of brown. I know, but I want to see more green. You know, it'd be cool, some like moss. I want some like moss.
That's what the shaggy stuff is.
Well, I want some green moss. I want moss that fits the image of what I have in my head of what moss is supposed to be.
I want pink shag carpet. Just go all the way.
I want wood paneling.
It looks great, Cody. Good size for the snake. All that. Yep, it's great. We need better hot sauce here. It's also you. You hanging in there all right, buddy?
I'm doing great. I'm thriving. My body is having autonomous reactions. My mind is strong as ever. All right, Melissa Velpel, 3-month-old corn snake named Hecate, plans to be bioactive. specifically with mosses and hardy stemmed plants that can handle an adventurous corn baby.
I'm glad you said a 3-month-old corn snake, because that really like ups the level of this enclosure. I don't know what I was like assuming that it would be, but that looks like a great corn snake enclosure. Deep substrate, they can hide. Looks like water bowls both sides, which is pretty cool. 3-month-old corn snake's pretty small. I can see the insulation and stuff you're throwing around on the background to try to compensate for having that glass enclosure and insulate it. That's a brilliant idea. I think you could cover it a little bit better. You know, one trick is just take like regular paint, you know, like a non-toxic acrylic paint, and just paint the outside, back and sides of the enclosure. You can either paint them fancy or just, you know, black it out or whatever. And I think aesthetically that would do a good one. So I really...
Or print a photo, you know, like get just like a high-res color print, put it on the back.
Yep. Yeah, you could.
Infinitely, like, adds just tons and tons of extra visual bits.
Yep. I don't fault you for that whatsoever, because I think you were focusing on the inside of the enclosure and for your new baby snake. Look at that long, skinny cork hide, too. I bet that's where it hides all the time, huh, Melissa? So this one's great for baby corn snake. I mean, I give that a 7.
I mean, I give it a 7, too. Like, inside the cage is awesome. I love that. It like, flows very organically.
A 3D background would be tops. Looks beautiful, though. I'm going back to the mule sauce. Okay, easy there, kiddo.
Mike Packer for a Borneo short-tail python.
Oh, cool. You know what those are?
No.
They're the short, fat, ground-dwelling ones. You know what a blood python is, or a short-tail python.
Brian Cusco taught me what a blood python is.
Wow, good job, Brian.
I'm gonna jump in, say 5. I'm sure there's lots of good stuff for the ground-dwelling snake, but it's very flat, and there's nothing really in the background to like entertain me. And you submitted these photos, and you knew what was gonna happen.
You
Mike,
didn't know you were gonna be this far down the spicy list.
Listen,
he is
Mike,
getting cranky.
Listen
to how he says your name. Listen.
Mike, I'm
It's
sure
like
you're a
8.
great guy. And I'm sure your snake is super happy and healthy and wealthy and well-fed. But the background sucks.
You have some attitude all of a sudden. Hey, just for the record, if you guys ever see this guy at a reptile show, feel free to kick him in the shins.
Well,
or come to Retic Fest and do it.
Hey, 12-ounce gloves, no headgear. I'll be there.
Mike, it looks good. I don't disagree with what you're saying as far as like you could add some elements of interest. But again, I think that that's more for the person than the snake. I think what the blood python wants are some good hide spots and some like, you know, open areas.
It's not a
that
blood
it can
python.
hang in.
It's a Borneo short tail.
Sorry, Borneo short-tailed python. I'm old. We called them all blood pythons back then. I do understand the difference. She could probably climb up on top of stuff and find lots of areas. They like to hide down in that leaf litter. I think you've given the snake everything that it needs. Yeah, I think it's great. But having just that flat floor, like, you know, I don't know, maybe you could frame up the cage. The snake doesn't need it at all. But, you know, I know that they're in like palm plantations and stuff like that a lot in the wild. It'd be kind of cool to frame it up and make like a mini snapshot of nature. I think you have all the elements that the snake will utilize in there in a good way. Yeah, I think from a design aspect, it could probably be a little bit strong. Given the species you're working with, I give it a 6. Hey, Chip.
Oh, we're on to a new hot sauce too.
You're going up to that top one?
But
it literally says 1 drop is suicide.
Yep.
More than 1 drop.
Ready to die.
And you're going to do it times 8?
Ready to die 9 times in a row.
I don't think I am.
There's your chip.
I'm gonna let you do that. I'm
your
going to
chip.
this one.
Nope, you don't. Listen, this is I'm running the show here.
We need
You
not
breed
anymore.
the snakes. You
Nope.
sell the snakes. All right, now you get to eat 2 chips. That's weird. I don't know why you would do that to yourself. This is where things get interesting. I'm calling it now. This is gonna be fun. All right. Naga.
Nada, like Natalie.
Nada.
This is extremely hot sauce. This is like spicy challenge.
This is like
tops
melt
level.
your face off.
It's almost 500,000 Scoville units.
Do you need some water?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
8 of them in, you're gonna be regretting it a bit.
Probably.
Are you regretting it now?
All right. Naga has a meter mat. attached to a thermostat in a hiding cave and a heat lamp in the right. Planted in bioactive, handmade, custom background. And it looks really cool. Oh man, there's
You're right there, buddy. You want me to read it?
the one cool thing is there's a little plant in the corner. In a little protective bubble. This is a 9.
What species? Do we know?
No, I don't know.
It's a little bit challenging, like species-wise. I would say on this one, aesthetically, amazing. It looks like a little castle or like a Dungeons and Dragons kind of thing. I like the leaf litter. I like the live plants. I would love to see this thing grown in. I think it's going to be incredible. I love that even the water bowl looks like one of those water fountains in the courtyard. You okay, buddy?
Yeah, I'm doing great. That's hot.
I told you shouldn't wait until we still have 10 more to go to that one.
Past is the past.
This is cool. I love the shelves. I love the perches. I think aesthetically it's amazing. It's hard to rate it on a functional level without knowing what species it is. That's the only thing. So this this consideration might be inaccurate, but there's a lot of open space within there that I think could be utilized, to give the animals some more areas to explore and stuff like that. That's the only thing I would dock about it at all. Otherwise, aesthetically, I think it's great. So, yeah, I'm going to give it an 8.5.
Cool. All right, 9. Good job, Nada.
I'm going to call it, man. We will go back to this one at the end, but we're going down to the other ones. Free choice from here out.
Yeah.
Because it's just going to keep building on that, and you're dying. Bring back up the Cholula.
My stomach hurts.
We're almost halfway there. This was your idea.
I know, and it was a bad idea.
Please don't have any involuntarily body functions or whatever on my fluffy chair. We'll get you a metal one you can clean off a little easier. Give me my Cholula. I think that's the best flavored one. You still with me?
Yeah.
What's happening?
My stomach hurts so bad.
Do you remember when I made you eat that?
Yeah, it was worse
What
than
was
that.
it? The wasabi?
Yep.
Are you leaving?
Oh, man.
Thomas is laying down on the couch. Hold on.
Dude, I don't know what. Oh, my gosh.
This is what it looks like from our perspective. This is the stuff that's killing him right now.
Oh, my gosh. Why does my stomach hurt so bad?
I think it's pretty obvious.
Hold on. Give me 5.
This is gonna be more than 5. Thomas, buddy, you okay?
No.
How can I help you in this situation?
Leave me alone.
All right, gang. We'll be back shortly. I don't know if he can finish. Thomas is still in here. I don't think he's gonna be able to come back. Appreciate you sending in all your stuff. Say goodbye to the nice people, Thomas.
Bye, nice people.
We'll catch you next time.
What's up, guys? That like hit my stomach and was like some of the most severe stomach pain I've ever felt. All right, I'm gonna go wash myself.
You know what they call that, right? Instant karma.